Hello, children. I welcome you back to our new session in the academic year to 2020 and 21 on behalf of Sarat School. Today, we are meeting in a virtual manner due to the pandemic situation all around the world, children. We all know that every state is suffering due to COVID-19. So, stay safe and stay hygiene always, children. I hope you must have enjoyed your vacations in a more spectacular way. Maybe you might have explicited your skills. You must have enhanced your creativity by exploring them along with your academics, as we have completed part of a portion in the month of April. You might have revised it, children. So concluding it, we are going to have a quick revision of the first chapter of English, that is The Fun They Had is written by or penned down by the most prolific writer Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov is a science fiction writer, children. He had the core interest in writing science fiction stories. So let us slide ahead to know more about him. This prolific author, Isaac Asimov, was born on January 2nd, 1920 in Petrovashi, that is in Russia, children. Isaac Asimov immigrated, that is, he completely shifted with his family to the United States and became a biochemistry professor. So he has completed his graduation, his master's as well, while he was pursuing writing, where he was pursuing his writing career at that time when he was a professor as well. He published his first novel, Pebble in the Sky, in 1950. So here we can see he was mastered not only in becoming a prolific professor, but a excellent writer as well. So here he has explored his skills, children. He has explored his interest, his area of interest as well. So his first published novel is Pebble in the Sky in 1950. An immensely prolific author who penned is writing, who had written nearly 500 books. He published influential sci-fi works. Influential is to influence you, to make you think, to make your mind change while reading his sci-fi stories. So he published influential sci-fi works like I, Robot and the Foundation trilogy, as well as books in a variety of other genres as well. So his core interest was science fiction, but he also wrote books applying the other genres as well. So Asimov died in New York City on April 6th, 1992, children. Let us slide ahead. The story begins with the introduction of the character named Margie, children. So we have been told that Margie is writing, making an entry into her diary saying that it is 17th May 2157. From this year, we can conclude that this future. These children belong from future where Tommy had found a real book, and this book was very old. So Margie's grandfather, she just remembers that her grandfather said that when he was a small boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all the stories were printed on paper. So this literally means even Margie's grandfather had been through the virtual classes, children, as Margie and Tommy are too into the virtual learning classes. With this shock, Margie and Tommy, they turned the pages, which were yellow and crinkly. Due to this book was found by Tommy in his attic, it was kept for a longer and longer period of time, say much years. Due to this, the paper the color of the paper, it changed and it became crinkly also. Crinkly, where we can find the folds and the edges of the paper, the book. And they found it very awfully funny to read the words that stood still instead of moving the way they were supposed to, because these both children, they were learning virtual classes in the screen, in the e-learning section where the words move, the screens move, but what they are saying in the book is the words do not move, they are in the same position even when they turn the pages. So they are very awfully no, they are happy and funny because they have found something new. When the thing is, they heard only about the books, but now they are really seeing it. And when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that had when they read it for the first time. So Tommy and this girl Maggie, these both were reading books, right? So the thing is, they always slided the screens, the e-screens. So they always read the new content, but this book has to be read when it has to be read in the page. When they turned the page, they had the same words on it and it did not change. Let us go ahead, children. So, children, when Tommy and Margie understood that the words on the books were not moving as it moved in the screens, where you can see, we can write, you can edit, you can delete, you can do whatever on the computer screens. So, this cannot be done in the book. So, going ahead, Tommy's expression was gee. Gee is the meaning is he actually expressed a sorrow feeling for the book. So he told, what a waste. When you are through the book, you just throw it away. I guess through the book, once you have finished reading the book, he guesses that he can throw away because he is of the generation of 2157. He's comparing that book to the television screen. See, our television screen must have had a million books on it and it's good for plenty more. So he's comparing the quality of the book. See, the book can get crinkly, the color can change and it can be damaged when it has been kept for year, but that does not happen with the e-books that has been kept in the television screen and it's a library. So he is telling, according to the book's structure, even if I read the lesson on the ebook, I can just scroll it, I can save it, and plenty much more can be added to it without that read content being deleted, as this book can be thrown away as well once you have read it. So this opinion was matching with Margie as well, because she had the same opinion as Tommy had. She was 11 and hadn't seen as many telebooks as Tommy had. He was 13. She said, "Where did you find it?" He said, "In my house." He pointed without looking because he was busy reading. "In the attic." What it is about? It is about the school. So here Margie is 11 years and this boy Tommy, he is of 13 years, and Margie is exclaiming that she has never seen as many telebooks that Tommy had. So she was very curious that where Tommy found this book. He did not see Margie, and without looking her, as he was busy reading his book, because he was awfully very shocked and he was happy also. So without seeing Margie, he just pointed out into the area that was the attic where he found that particular book. And when Margie realized without seeing, he only pointed out the area and just told, she was more curious to know what this book is all about, what is written in it. So she asked what it is about, where Tommy instantly replied, "It is about school." Let us go ahead. Where Margie's question was answered about what Tommy was reading in that book, where he answered this book was written about school. Hearing this, Margie was scornful. Like, she became angry. School? What's there to write about school? I hate school. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The reason they have stated: the mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test in geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the county inspector. Now, Margie is irritated with the mechanical teacher, that is the robot. In the future, we are talking about 2157, where Margie is, initiated to learn with the robot, the mechanical teacher. Now, she is not happy with the mechanical teacher. Why? Because that particular system cannot understand Margie's emotional quotient or her present psychology, what she is going through. Anything it cannot understand. It will work only it has been programmed. So she was not happy with that robotic machine, that is her mechanical teacher, and she became more upset because it was giving Margie test after test, and because of things which was going on, Margie was bombarded with tests and she was not happy because she was not doing good. Like, the marks went worse, and her mother then told to go and get the county inspector. County inspector is the person who comes and inspects the machine, that is the robot, that is Margie's mechanical teacher, about the fault that has occurred in it, why it is reacting in such a manner. So Margie went out to call for county inspector. Let us go ahead. When Margie went ahead to call the county inspector, he was with her children. His description is given. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dials and wires. This is the things which he brought with him to repair the mechanical teacher. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple, then took the teacher apart, that is, apart from Margie, to see what is the technical problem that has been arised. Margie had hoped he wouldn't know how to put it together again, but he knew how all right, and after an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly, with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions was asked. So when she brought this man, the county inspector, he just handed over a apple and let Margie go. So while having a happy apple, Margie just hoped that this particular mechanical teacher should not get well, it should not get repaired. So she was just hoping, but this did not happen because she knew the county inspector is going to put back into the correct working system. So she has described her teacher as large, black, ugly screen which she did not like because she was not able to cope up with the system's speed. So that wasn't so bad as she hated, right? So which all lessons were shown and the questions were asked actually. So that wasn't so bad. The part Margie hated was the slot where she had to put homework and test papers. She always had to write them out in a punch code they made her learn when she was 6 years old, and the mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. So in that era, children, that is in 2157, these children did not learn how to write. They only typed, and they learned the technical codes as well, the technical language as well, how they can answer the questions to the machine in the more technical way. So this punch code was taught to Maji when she was nearly 6 years old. The mechanical teacher would calculate the marks in no time. So here she's telling that she hated this system because she was not happy the way her mechanical teacher treated her. So let's slide ahead. Now as Maji has bought the county inspector, he is inspecting, and after finishing his inspection, he came out and he patted Maji's head and told to Mrs. Jones, that is Maji's mother, that it was not Maji's fault, it was the fault of the mechanical teacher system that was being computerized a little fast in the geography sector. So he told her mother that these things happen at times, and now he has set it to an average level of 10 year that would match Maji's age. So actually the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory, he told, and he patted Maji's head again. But Maji was disappointed. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away altogether. She never wanted this teacher because the teacher did not understand her emotionally or psychologically. She only did for what she was programmed for. So this girl, Maji, she was very disappointed as she thought that even her teacher would be taken away as Tommy's teacher, as she got repaired. The Thomas teacher got repaired because the section of history was completely erased from her menu, that is from her motherboard. So at that point of time, Thomas teacher was taken away for a month where Tommy could have enjoyed that particular time. He did whatever he want. So even Maji wanted the same thing what Tommy did, because she was quite irritated with the mechanical teacher. Now, so she said to Tommy, why would anyone write about the school? Now, this paragraph, children, this the narration which we read from the county inspector, right? Where did this emerge from? The paragraph where we ended when Margie asked Tommy what this book was all about. When he answered school, she became very scornful, and that is the time when she remembers her mechanical teacher, and she remembers how she was in unlimited speed for the geography sector, and how the county inspector came, he repaired and he leveled it of her age, and how Tommy's teacher was almost taken away from him for 1 month, which she desired that her teacher also should have been taken from her for 1 month. Now again she is back to the present situation, and she is asking Tommy, why would anyone write about school? So let's see what Tommy answers in the next slide. While Maji posted a question about why someone would write about school, that too in the books, hearing that, Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. This happened because once Maji was answered that this is about school, she went back to her thoughts about her mechanical teacher, about the county inspector, about the system errors it faced and all. So when she came back from her imagination, she asked the question to Tommy. So for that he replied because it is not of our kind stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundred years of ago. So he told her because she wanted to know what was special about the school that existed 100 years ago that people have written about schools in their books. He added loftily, pronouncing the word centuries ago, so that Maji could understand the importance of school centuries back. Hearing this, Maji was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. She read the book over his shoulder for a while, then said, anyway, they had a teacher. Sure, they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. Means Maji is like, at least they had a teacher. They had schools because she is not reading along with Tommy. She is getting lost somewhere in her thoughts and then coming back to the present. So she is telling uh, this kind of school of, when she heard this, she got shocked and she told that at least they had a teacher. She thought this mechanical teacher might be existed in that days as well, not till this content which they are having now, but to some content. To that, Tom is answering, yes, they had a teacher, but not a robotic teacher, not a machine teacher, but they had a regular teacher, and it was a man. That is it is a human being. A man? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. So when Maji asked, how could a man be a teacher? Because she is used to the mechanical teacher. She is now comparing only the machine could have knowledge. A man, you know, must not have been having at that point of time so much knowledge. So she asked, how can a human being be teacher? So that this boy answers, Tommy answers, the teacher at that time just told the boys and girls things, that is, they explained the chapters and the poems and gave them homework and they asked them questions. This is what Tommy answered Maji. So let's go ahead. Now, for Tommy's answer, Maji was not satisfied. How can a man be a teacher? So, Maji is telling a man isn't smart enough. Sure, he is, Tommy said. My father knows as much as my teacher. Tommy exclaims this. He knows almost as much I betcha. Betcha is betting you. He's telling my father knows as much as his teacher. He knows almost as much as I. So whatever knowledge Tommy is having, the same knowledge his father is having as well. And he is betting Maji for this. Betcha is to bet. Maji wasn't prepared to dispute that. She did not want to argue with that sentence with Tommy. She said, I wouldn't want a strange man in my house to teach me. Tommy screamed with laughter. You don't know much, Maji. The teachers didn't live in the house. This happened because Maji thought the mechanical teacher was 24 into 7 into a house, right? So she thought the human teachers would also have given a option. They would have been given an option to stay in the house for 24 hours. So she is like, why would I, make to stay or allow to stay a stranger person into my house 24 into 7? For that, Tommy, he broke down into laughter and is telling that the teachers did not live into any student's room. They had a special building where the kids went there. So they had a separate school. Every child has to leave the house for 6 to 7 hours for a special place called school. And all the kids learned the same thing? Asked Margie to Tommy. Sure, if they were the same age, answered Tommy to Margie. Let us slide ahead, children. Tommy answered Margie that the age group of the children, if it is same, they can be taught into the same class. For that, Margie replies, but my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl. It teaches and that each kid has to be taught differently. Just the same, they didn't do it that way then, she questioned Tommy. So for that, Tommy got irritated because he was much engrossed into the book. So he exclaimed in a very angry manner to Margie, saying, if you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called Margie, school. Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. Now, said Mrs. Jones. And it's probably time for Tommy too. Margie said to Tommy, can I read the book some more with you after school? So she's insisting, Tommy. She's convincing Tommy because he was very angry that Margie was not convinced with his answer, and she was in a state to just argue with him. But now she is just convincing him that whether she can read some more funny things about school with him after the school. So she is insisting Tommy. So let's see what Tommy answers. Let us slide ahead. To answer Margie, he told, maybe. He said nonchalantly. Nonchalantly is not interestingly. He did not give much importance to Margie because she was not understanding the concept which Tommy wanted to deliver it to Margie in his way. So he walked out away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. So he tucked beneath his arm, he put the book under his arm, and he just went away whistling. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday because her mother said little girls learned better if they learned at regular hours. So here a peculiar timing has been decided for the mechanical teacher to teach Margie, and Saturday, Sunday has been given holiday so that Margie could revise the week's content so that she is thorough. So when she went in front of the mechanical screen, the screen was lit up and it said, today's arithmetic lesson is on addition of proper fractions. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot. So might be the machine has been designed for various subjects. So which slot has been, given for which subject is been clearly mentioned, and yesterday's homework was of say of geography. The machine wanted and asked Margie to insert that particular paper in that particular subject's slot. Let us see ahead, children. Now here, when the mechanical teacher asked Margie to insert the last day homework, Margie did it so with a sigh. A sigh is a state of your emotion. Say you're not happy with it, okay, but you are forced to do that. So she did it with a sigh. She was thinking about the old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, going home together at the end of the day. So this all things she has read in the book which Tommy had got from his attic. They learned the same things so they could help one another. So here only the mechanical teacher and Margie was there. Nobody was there to help out Margie if she had any doubts. Here she is missing the social atmosphere of the school where kids came to one particular special place named school where they spend time together, laughing and shouting and sitting together, learning together. She was now understanding the importance of the school that existed hundreds and hundreds years ago. And they learned the same thing so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. And the teachers were people. So she just imagined the thing where people were teachers. Her imagination is real. Yes, today also the teachers are real. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen, so she inserted the homework, and even though she's sitting in front of the screen, all her thoughts were about the things and the situations that were mentioned in the book about the life school, the real school. When we add fractions, 1.5 and 1/4, so on. So the mechanical teacher subject to teach today is mathematics, and she went on. Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved it in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had, that you can clearly see in the picture. While the mechanical teacher is teaching her way, she is into her own world, you know, realizing the importance of the live school where children came together, teachers came together, and they had fun, they helped each other, everything. So the mechanical teacher could not judge her behavior. She could not tell pay attention or get back into the classroom, nothing. She is not programmed for that, children. So the story we get to learn is not only it is the scientific one, but how a life teacher can change your life. That is the probably moral of the story. So let's slide ahead. So children, I hope you have understood the lesson in a very well manner, where we had a quick revision or recap of what you had learned in the month of April. So I hope you all have got a fresh backup into your mind of this lesson. And I thank you all for joining my online session. This is your English teacher, Srividya Muthuvel, signing off on behalf of Sarat School. Take care, be fit, and be immune. Thank you, children.